There's nothing new under the sun. The wisest man to ever live, Solomon, said that. There's nothing new under the sun. So we're not battling any new fallen angels. We're not battling any new demons. There's no new demons being made. There's no new angels being made. So what we're fighting has always existed. So when you go back in Scripture and you go all the way back to the very beginning, when you go back to the serpent, when you start studying what really happened in that garden, that I believe have, and this is the gospel according to Larry is what I call it, my opinion. Think about what Daniel said. Daniel's writing, he's seeing a vision and he's writing about the final generation. He's writing about things that are going to happen during the tribulation period, about the Antichrist and all this. And all of a sudden God says, stop, seal it up, till the days that knowledge shall increase and men shall run to and fro. In other words, he made it very clear there will be a generation that will see what you just saw. If you think about that, they're going to see what you just saw. Can you imagine Daniel saw something? He saw us. He saw what we're talking about right now. And God said, you got to take that to your grave.
Jeez.
You got to take that to your grave. So this man couldn't talk about it again. Seal it up. Don't talk about it. It wasn't for you. But I wanted you to see it because you're my man. And I needed, because God is very intentional in Scripture, I needed to record me telling you to stop writing, because there's going to be a generation that's going to see this. And I'm going to open that. And there's going to be a generation who's going to see things hidden in plain sight. That's always been there. But God has purposely blinded every generation because it wouldn't make sense to those generations. I mean, why would it make sense for somebody growing up in the 1950s to all of a sudden get a divine revelation of AI? It wouldn't make any sense because they couldn't process that. God uses the natural to teach the spiritual. So they couldn't look at AI and say, yeah, that makes sense that could be used in the image of the beast. Yeah, CBDCs. Digital money. You can't buy or trade unless you have, it makes sense to this generation. It wouldn't make sense to any other generation. Although we've always had that in Scripture, there's only going to be one generation that's going to understand it. That's where you're going. People are starting to put two and two together, and they're starting to see UFOs, aliens, Bigfoot, Nephilim, earthquakes, pestilence, wars, all these things. What is going on? And people that are really trying to see the truth are finding that there is an underlying cause. One enemy.